I'm here at Conseco Fieldhouse, home of the Indiana Pacers, for the 10th annual John Wooden tradition. Today the Ball State Cardinals took on the Purdue Boilermakers, who came into this game undefeated and nationally ranked. And early on, Coach Billy Taylor's team found out exactly why the Boilermakers are expected to contend for a national title. According to the American Cancer Society, nearly 240,000 new cases of breast cancer were diagnosed in 2007. Nowadays, it's often hard to find someone who hasn't been affected by the disease in some way. It's an issue that's much bigger than any soccer or field hockey game, but soccer coach Michael Lovett knows his players understand that. With the win earlier this week over Western Michigan, it marked the 4th straight season that the Ball State women's basketball team opened MAC play with a W. The Cards were led by Emily Maggart, who scored 14 points, and the junior needs just 24 more to join the 1,000-point club. This Saturday, the Cards will travel to DeKalb to take on Northern Illinois. From Worthen Arena, I'm Nick Yeoman, Ball State Sports Link. Of course, guys, last year the Cardinals had a perfect 12-0 regular season, but thus is life. Things change. No more head coach Brady Hoke and no more star quarterback Nate Davis. I have a feeling expectations still pretty high in Muncie, though. The Cardinals set to kick off their 2009 regular season tonight as they take on North Texas. Reporting from Schumann Stadium, I'm Nick Yeoman for Ball State Sports Link. Good morning and welcome to Schumann Stadium on the campus of Ball State University for Ball State Sports Link's Spring Football Show, brought to you by First Merchants Bank and Hit Country 102.5 WMDH. We have got a fantastic show for you. Ryan Camden, Nick Yeoman here, about 15 feet from the end zone. Of course, a lot of excitement surrounding the women's basketball season, but a lot of excitement for the men's as well. We welcome Ball State head coach Billy Taylor to the show. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be with you guys.
Welcome to the show that has a fever, and the only prescription is to watch more tournament basketball. That's right, Cardinal Sports Live has caught the March Madness. And joining me tonight, two gentlemen who I hope can help me make it through the weekend. We've got the sleeper specialist, Paul Brown, and of course, the boss of the buzzer beater, Mr. Eric Peete. Guys, in my opinion, this is the best weekend in sports. There's nothing like it. So maybe the silly question is, you got any plans this weekend, Paul? Now, Coach, let's talk about this. I've met with a few of the players here in the offseason. It seems like there's a lot of team chemistry. You seem like you got a good, cohesive group. Talk a little bit about that camaraderie, if you could. As we wrap things up here on Ball State Sports Link's Spring Football Show, Ryan, of course, it's been a great day. Gotten to talk to Coach Parrish, got to look at the offense and defense. Ultimately, what are you most excited about? What are you looking for this team to improve on going into next fall? Hey, how's it going? Nick Yeoman here at Worthen Arena, just outside in the concourse as the Cardinals set to take on Tennessee Martin. This game a part of the ESPN Bracket Buster. Now, this game wasn't even on the schedule a couple weeks ago, and it makes me wonder exactly what a Bracket Buster is. I'm here to investigate. We're going to find out, talk to some people, and see if they know exactly what a Bracket Buster is. Bill, I'm hoping you can help me out. I'd like to get a box of popcorn, and then can I also get a bracket buster?
Do we have any bracket busters?
What's your guys' names?
Cade. Gavin.
All right, guys, now Ball State's playing Tennessee Martin today, and it's a bracket buster game. Do you know what a bracket buster is?
No.
These are teams that have potential to play in NCAA tournament, and they play each other to see, which teams can compete. So that's pretty much a bracket buster.
Now, the last time Ball State played Tennessee Martin was in 1991. The Cardinals won that game by how many points, do you know?
Oh.
It was by a lot.
I'm going to say like 22.
45. No, I wasn't alive then. 29.
Keep going.
500.
Why, it was a complete domination. They won by 47.
I'm impressed, and I love the hair, man. That's the real thing, right?
Oh, yeah, you can't even pull this off. See, it's legit. See?
I'm not going to try to pull it off. Do you have any idea what a bracket buster is?
I do not.
How about you?
I do not. So they draw
What's that?
things that they draw from them.
That's pretty close.
Like something like they're maybe like in a tie for like the same spot.
Well, the original idea was to give more exposure to the mid-level colleges like us.
You guys got a favorite player?
Randy Davis.
Randy Davis, how about yours?
Hey, there's no single player on Ball State team. It's a Cardinals contribution, so our favorite player is the Cardinals itself.
I like that. I like that. How about a prediction? Who's going to win today?
Ball State.
Cardinals going to win?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they're going to win.
Oh yeah, definitely. For sure. Of course.
Well, I'd say it's been a pretty productive Saturday. I went in a little hungry. I got my box of popcorn. I went in not knowing what a bracket buster is, and now I know. And now there's only one thing left to do. That's sit back and watch the Cardinals play. Reporting from Worthen Arena, Nick Yeoman, Ball State Sports Link. Success. It's not always measured by wins and losses, nor is it the true measure of a man. Success is defined by how a man conquers the challenges that hold him back. For Malik Perry, the very thing that tried to hold him back wasn't only what he loved, but where he came from.
Growing up in poverty, growing up in a neighborhood where, I mean, any other day you can die or you can fall into the cracks. It's a lot of distractions in there, whether it's, drug dealers trying to persuade you to sell drugs or just going into violent crimes or dropping out of school, things of that sort. It's just, you got to be tough and be strong-minded and
Perry's life in South Philadelphia is documented in the new book, Black Men Can't Shoot, written by Scott Brooks, the assistant professor of sociology at the University of California, Riverside. The novel follows Malik and his childhood friend Tywayne McKee as they resisted the dangerous temptations from their peers while balancing the pressures of succeeding in the game of basketball.
The cash, the nice clothes, 16 driving a nice car, and just living a fast life. So at that time, you're just like, well, I want that. That's what I want to be like.
Malik Perry had found himself running with the same people involved with the drug dealing and crime, and it appeared he was headed in the same direction. It wasn't until the death of his cousin from the same lifestyle that made Malik realize he needed to shift his focus from pleasing those on the streets to those in his family and on the court.
I used to have fear sometimes, like, should I go to school or is it worth it? And when I lost my cousin, it kind of opened my eyes. Like, I was thinking, like, well, if he got killed, it could be me. What if it was me?
Perry's outlet to escape those pressures was street basketball. It was the toughness of playing on courts like Philadelphia's Seeger Park that not only established his love for the game, but the style that he plays with today. The only problem with playing street basketball was that it didn't provide a future for Perry. The only way to escape the poverty of South Philadelphia was to earn a scholarship playing basketball. That meant transitioning from the streets to the court. Like so many of the other challenges that he faced, he persevered through adversity and earned a scholarship to Ball State. Scott Brooks not only worked with Malik as the author of Black Men Can't Shoot, but he provided guidance along the way. Just the fact that Malik was able to make it out of South Philadelphia was amazing to Brooks.
You got kids who he went to high school with who've been shot and killed, and when you look at those dynamics, for him to end up at a Division I college with or without basketball is a tremendous accomplishment.
The proper guidance and advice certainly helped Perry, but the desire to succeed came from within. Time and time again, the answer boiled down to one word: heart.
Well, Malik is clearly the heart of our team. We have different statistical categories that we chart, basically effort and attitude plays, and Malik is consistently our #1 guy there, whether it's diving on the floor, taking charges, getting deflections, blocks. Malik is tremendous in that.
Heart is something I think you gotta have. Nobody can give you that. Nobody can give you that passion. You just gotta be inside you. And I take basketball I can lose it any day. It's not guaranteed. I like to do all the hard-nosed things. That's just me. I'm just a hard-headed, hard-nosed player.
Malik Perry may play with heart on the court as a hard-nosed forward, but the heart he shows away from the game in Worthen Arena is what truly makes him special.
The Malik off the floor, again, is someone that loves to play with children. I know our kids, they love Malik. That's their favorite players, Malik Perry. They can't wait to see Malik after games or before games or practice.
I'm there to help them, whether it's just being a mentor, being an advocate, or just being someone that can help others in general. If I can help one child, then that's good.
What are your plans for the future? Is basketball at Ball State the end of the line, and then what would you like to still accomplish?
I would love to play basketball at the Ball State. Like I said, it's not guaranteed. And like I said, at the end of the day, I love children. That's just my ultimate goal. If you see me around a child, I'm the most happiest. I play with a little kid. I can have like a little kid myself. Success is defined in different ways for different people. But for Malik Perry, it appears that success will be defined by the impact he has on others' lives.